But yeah. So you reverse and you what do you call that?
Reverse engineering?
No, but it's not. That's not what it's called.
Isn't it? I always thought it was reverse search.
Yeah, but it's like fucking image search.
No, but I didn't do an image search.
How did you do it?
I didn't. I did a yellow pages search, but through white pages. It's so fucking weird.
Okay.
All right. So what happened? What happened is that all right. It's my second semester at BFCC. It's like 2010 or some shit like that. And I met this girl there. I met this girl that. Oh, fuck. No, hold on. It was my very first semester at BMCC because I remember I was telling my boy who in the second semester.
Yeah.
In my very first semester there, I didn't know anybody. It was an intro to theater class. I was just like, these people are pretentious.
What shirt do you have on?
I was from One Piece.
Oh, I gotta see that show.
That
looks man cool.
Good. So it was me and obviously I'm not gonna say her name, but she I was sitting next to her. She was like Dominican also, which is I'm not a big fan of dating Dominican girls because they're easy to completely control, and I'm just not with it.
Really, that's why I just don't like the whole Spanish thing that goes on with it. I get enough Spanish. I grew up around too much Spanish. I don't like.
I need some white girls in my life. That's what
I just need something that's not the same thing I've always had. It's like if I went out to eat and I had Spanish food, I'd be kind of pissed. Basically.
Oh. So then, so I met her. All right. This segment with this also like splits into two completely different stories.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with this one first. So, I talk. I'm sitting next to her. No, I'm sitting across from her in the class, and the teacher's talking, and there's a bunch of like. There was some Dominican/British kid. Like literally, his dad's British and his mom's Dominican.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's so weird. And we're like, oh, if you speak in Spanish, is it like Harry Potter like? Or and he's like, no, it's not. Blah blah blah. I was like, what the fuck ever. So it's a theater class. So she puts us in a circle. She keeps talking or whatever like that. And I remember
there's a theater class in BMCC.
Yeah,
I've been fucking up. Man.
It's a theater program. In BMCC.
Man.
So.
I went with sociology.
So I'm in there, like swimwear, and every couple of days, I just like, that girl's cute. She's actually kind of cute. She's short. She just has like a dude cut, like it's just a regular Caesar or whatever, like glasses. And she was like really nice.
Oh, you fell for that look?
Yeah, but so I was like, oh, she's not that, she's not that bad.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting down in class, and she sits next to me. And I remember we were talking about something. We were making fun of the pretentiousness of the other ones. We couldn't stop cracking up and stuff. So we started like, whatever. I wait for her after class, and we just hang out, walk into the train, shit like that. And it's great, and it's fantastic. And I was just like, wow, I think I'm starting to like this girl.
Yeah.
This is at the same time that this is going on. I'm also at the end of my 5-year relationship with my girlfriend.
Oh, Jesus.
So I'm still with my girlfriend and talking to this girl.
Oh, good job. It's like you knew. It's like you knew.
It's the worst fucking.
It's like you were like, this milk is getting bad. It's time to jump ship. And here comes a fresh cut over here.
So, what happened is that we start hanging out more and more, and we start getting a little flirty or whatever. But I just passed it off. I was just like, yeah, girls don't flirt with me, so I'm pretty sure I'm lying somewhere. And this happened in finals. The crazy thing happened in finals. My habit of taking any exam, because school is natural for me, I burn through exams like it's nothing.
Yeah.
And I don't give a fuck what the teacher has to say. Like, reread your shit. Fuck you. I know what I did. Yeah. And trust me, I will pass.
Yeah.
So that's what I did with that. I'm in my theater class, but I wait for her all the time. So I didn't want to burn through it and then wait wait like 2 hours or whatever. So I'm there and I'm delaying it a bit. I'm just delaying it like the test, and she hasn't gotten in yet. She came in mad late. She came in like half the class late.
You're fucking up. You're playing a dirty game right now.
So she comes in late at the final, and I was just like, all right. So and then I burned through the test, which took me like 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I was like, fucking gave it in. That's it. And I was just like, fuck. You know what? She knows I'm probably gonna wait for her. So I went outside the class and I wait for her. And a couple minutes later, like almost the end of class, she leaves. We start whatever. We start hanging out, and I take her to the train. And then we're on the C train. And she's just like, oh, I want to try something. And my brain's like, what? You
Yeah.
want to try what? And we start fucking making out on the train.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what the fuck just happened? That was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot believe it. But the thing is that I have nothing. Like, I got off the train and we said bye to each other. I have no contact with this girl.
Oh, why did you do that?
I have no phone number.
Yeah.
No, nothing. Like,
okay, peace. I'll see you when.
Yeah. No, wait. Matter of fact, I had her. I had her email. I think I had her email at the time. Did I? Fuck. I don't think so. No, I think I gave her my number, but she loses it immediately. Something
nice.
like that.
That's awesome.
Alright, so then I was just like, fuck, like that girl was something crazy or whatever. So, obviously, my months later passed because of the next semester.
Wait, so that was literally the last time that you were going to see each other and nobody thought to do anything. You just got off the train?
Yeah, she's like, well, I'll see you around. So
really?
Yeah, we just fucking parted ways.
She must have, like, she knew that, though. She knew that you couldn't find her after that. There's no way.
So... All right, but this is the funny thing.
Yeah.
So I tell my who's now one of my best friends or whatever. I tell him, yo, the story. We're in Voice and Movement, which is another theater class.
Yeah.
And I'm telling him, yo, this I gotta tell you the story, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Because I was I had a dream about her that same night, so I was telling him the story, and he's like, wow, that's cool, like that's crazy. He's like, you should maybe because she was taking journalism. And my boy was in journalism. So like, oh, tell me her name. I'll probably run into her. Yeah. I was like, all right. And like, I had like a really weird feeling about it after I told him the story. I was like, damn, that's fucking weird. And we get out the class and we go outside. You know how BFCC like has the fucking where the statue is of the breast or whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's some weird shit.
Yeah. So we step out and we're heading to because I walk him to Uniqlo where he worked at. Yeah. We step out, she fucking walks straight into us, and I'm like, what the fuck? We were just talking about you, whatever. Yeah. My boy like steps off to the side, and I start talking to her, and she's like, oh hi, blah blah, I haven't seen each other. He's like, yeah, we haven't seen each other either. So I gave her like a dick. I re-gave her my number, but I didn't take down hers.
Nice, yeah.
Right, but she did give me her email. I remember having her email.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay. So I was like, all right, we'll see each other again. Fucking didn't see each other for like a long while, right? Then we start emailing back and forth. We were supposed to meet up a day, and some shit got happened, whatever. But
sounds like she doesn't want to see you, bro.
Yeah. Well, hold on. I'm telling you, it gets intense. This story gets crazy. So like, we start emailing back and forth, just small shit, and then I start talking to her like. We should call you. You should come to Brooklyn because she lives in Harlem. Yeah. I was like, you should come to Brooklyn, and we should chill or whatever. She's like, yeah, whatever, I'm down. And she actually came down, and we were hanging out. We were hanging out, whatever. And we're walking around, and I'm telling her like the way things are going between me and her. I was just like, yo, I kind of want to lock this down. Like, I want to make this official. Whatever, I want to go out. And then she was with it. She was like, yeah. So we started walking down the street or whatever, and she's like, oh, do you have? No, fuck, I am fucking up a big part of the story. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna rewind that part. Right. Basically, we agreed to meet up on 90 something Street, and she said. Okay, let's meet me at this restaurant, and it's a Spanish restaurant. And I was like, all right, so I go and I meet up with her in fucking a while, and we were just talking. And I was just like, god damn, this girl is still like as good looking as I remember. Yeah. And so I was like, Jesus Christ, and she paid for all the food. Okay. She paid for fucking everything, right? And then it's just like, oh, so what do you want to do now? She's just like, can we go to Brooklyn? I'm like, well, that's weird. And she's like, yeah, I just want to hang out. I want to go to like your place or whatever. And I was like, whoa. Cut to, she comes all the way over here, whatever. I ask her out. She says yes, whatever. She asked me, where can I cop some bud? Like, I need bud or whatever. So I don't know anybody, obviously. My cousin who was with his boy Joe, in Elmhurst, he's just like they're smoking together, and he's on his way back already. I was like, yo, I need to cop some. I need to fucking what's after a dime? I forgot the
dub.
name. There you go, a dub. He's like, I need a dub. Some girl I'm chilling with, whatever.
Damn, nigga, y'all smoking a dub? You don't even smoke.
Yeah, that's the crazy shit. So like that was so then she's like, I was like, all right, and I told her she's gonna be around my house like around 10:30. So let's go to my house and hang out. So we go to my house. And she's just like, oh, this is cool. Obviously, my apartment, how it looks, whatever. She's like, oh, this is cool, whatever. And we're sitting down in my room. We got the lights off or whatever. And she's just like, oh, she turns the lights on. And she's like, oh, what do you have to watch? I was like, cable, blah, blah, blah. I said, no, I mean like DVD, movie-wise, whatever. Yeah. I was like, oh, I don't got much. I got Justice League Unlimited. And she's just like, put it on. And I was just like, hold on, lady. And then she's like, do you have this episode?
Oh,
and
she's
then,
a nerd.
Yo, we went into an hour and a half conversation about Superman.
Nice.
And how great we think Smallville is.
Yeah.
And how much we fucking love the idea of Superman.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wow. And then she's just, the episode that she wanted to put on was specifically the episode where Lex Luthor gets cancer from carrying the kryptonite around his neck for so long because he's so scared of Superman.
Yeah.
And Superman is genuinely concerned. It's like, no, you're crazy, Lex. This is something crazy people do.
Yeah.
So she loves that episode. So we start watching it or whatever. And then she was getting into it a little, and then she's just like, oh, what else do you have? And then she's like, oh shit, you got Miami Vice. The first season of Miami Vice. I was like, yeah. So she puts it in, and we start watching Miami Vice. And then we're laying down, we're talking, and then she's like, I'm going to be honest, I am a virgin. Mind you, she's 3 years older than I am.
Yeah.
So she's like, I'm a virgin. And I was just like, whoa. I was like, and she's just like, I want you to take it. I'm just like, whoa, holy fuck. Oh, what the fuck is going on? My brain is just like, genuinely, you do not want to take girls' virginity, but she's older than you, so it doesn't fucking matter. Yeah. Plus, you've been trying to get with this chick, so it doesn't fucking matter. So I was like, fuck it. So we start going at it or whatever, and like things just aren't clicking right away.
Oh man.
And we stop. We completely fucking stop, and I fucking hate it. But it's something told me like inside, like, yo, just stop. Don't.
You just didn't want to do it, and she's just totally nervous because you can't. She's a virgin. You gotta like take that bitch.
Son. Yeah, so.
Oh, that's horrible.
We're talking, and then
it's a horrible situation.
Then she says that. She says in which. She doesn't feel the way that she feels about me, the way that she thought she did.
Wow.
And I was so confused by that. And I fucking didn't get it. She gave me like this big speech or whatever.
Because you didn't fucking take it. You should have just fucking grabbed her and monstered her. So that's what she wanted. That's what
so then I'm like, what the fuck is she talking about? And then I understand. She's explaining it more, and I'm understanding more and more. But then like, by the time everything is done, like I was just okay, I get what she means. And then we go smoke. Yeah. She goes. We go meet up my cousin. He gives us a shit. We go to the store, she rolls it up, whatever. We smoke, we walk around, not all of this, but like a couple blocks up. We walk all around smoking or whatever. And, she was just like, oh, And I asked her, yo, were you planning on like getting high beforehand and then asking me to do this? She's like, no. I like wanted you to do that, and this is separate from that. I'm like, all right. So then, she's like, it's getting pretty late, so I was like, all right. So then I took it to the train or whatever, and she leaves. Now, this girl, the one important thing that I did not mention before is that, because it matters now, the reason me and this girl communicated through email was because she did not have a cell phone, and it's still weird that people don't have a cell phone these days, to me, right? She didn't have a cell phone of any manner, not even a cheap flip phone. The house phone in her house wasn't decent enough, right? It was like they'll like cut off service every once in a while.
Who lives like that?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And she didn't have internet.
Yeah. Wow.
So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, who? Like, this is.
That's
like,
why she's a fucking virgin.
It's like she's
no communication with
she's
anyone.
Like the proto hipster. Like she's like. Everything that hipsters want to be is just her natural lifestyle.
You gotta catch that like fucking Pokemon, man.
Yeah, so I was just like, trying. I was just like, fuck, what the fuck? So then, every once in a while, fucking psychotic me types in her email on Like types in her email on Google.
Just straight up, just her email.
Just a pure email, because if you put in your email on Google, sometimes like
Facebook will pop up or some shit.
Yeah,
usually.
Facebook pops up, or like some whatever
Sconex from fucking 2001.
Some account you had a long time ago, you completely forgot.
Yeah.
So I will pop it in, nothing, and then one day I was just like, let me write her name on Facebook. And I tried Facebook, and she pops up. I'm like, that's fucking her. Now, no fucking way that's it. Right? Then I add her, and we start talking. And, like, I was just like, blah, 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 we should hang out. And she's just like, oh, yeah. But then, like, it doesn't really lead anywhere.
Yeah.
It doesn't really lead anywhere. And she gave me her number, a number I could call her, and nothing happened out of that, right? So then, I had to leave it like that for like maybe 2 years almost. Yeah. Almost 2 years.
Damn, nigga, how long ago was this? Was it you were 18 or something when you first started?
No, 19, 20?
Okay.
19, 20.
Okay.
19, 20. So then, so like almost 2 years have passed since me and her talked at all. I paid no mind to this girl, whatever. I'm working at Radio Shack. This is a couple of months ago. Yeah. I say 6-7 months ago, whatever. I'm working at Radio Shack, and I'm telling this whole story, the whole story up until now, to my assistant manager.
Yeah.
And she's just like, wow, that's crazy, because like, all right, to you it seems like a weird story.
Yeah.
But like, you tell this shit to girls are just like, you guys were like in love, and like,
wow,
and like,
she played the fuck out.
No,
of
the thing is that because I genuinely felt that way about her. Like, I really felt that way about her. So she's like, no, but you guys were in love. Like, it's like weird that she's like that, but it's blah blah blah. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. And then my assistant manager's just like, you can. There's like an online version of like the white pages, right? I'm like, what do you mean? What's the white pages? Because all I know is the yellow pages, which is for businesses and shit. She's like, no, the white pages. So we go and we type in her name, right? She is like the only other, like one of 3 people in all of New York City that has that name.
That's a right name. Damn, what fucking.
So then,
that's some super Spanish shit.
It's some Spanish shit. So then, I was just like, no way. Yeah. And then, there was one time I was supposed to meet up with her at her house, but we canceled that. And she told me where in Harlem she lives, more or less. So when we looked up her name, I was just like, that looks familiar. And it says like, the streets of Harlem or whatever.
Yeah.
And, what you call it? It's also said like her history of moving around.
Wow.
Like the government keeps track of that shit.
Holy
like,
shit.
Because of your mail. Like,
but
it has to keep track of it.
But did they put it in the white pages? Though?
Yeah, it's fucking up there. So I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So I started looking, I was like, I think that's her. And my assistant manager was like, are you sure? Blah, blah, blah. She's like, Jesse, you can take this chance. You can go see her. Yeah. Like, it was like 2 days later that I had a day off. And I was willing to go out there and do it.
So you just went without notifying her at all?
Yeah, there's no notification.
This is crazy.
So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I was just like, should I even do it? I haven't seen her in a long time. It's just, it would be weird. And I don't know what the fuck. Maybe she'll think I'm a creep. And I was just like, no. She left you without closure. You have to finish this shit. Okay. Like, if you don't end this story, you're gonna fucking like this.
You know what? If you're ever in that situation, the better part is the crazier part. Because then if you just left it at that, then it'd be a shitty story.
It's a boring story.
But if you're like, then I just went to her house without anything telling her, I found her fucking address in the fucking white pages. Now it's a good story.
So I'm fucking nervous as shit. I'm going to Harlem. First of all, fucking Harlem, right? So I'm up there, fucking, there's tribute to Whitney Houston on the floor, and I'm just like, I am the whitest person in Harlem in broad daylight. Yeah, and I'm just like,
hot. What is it, summer?
No, it's like fallish.
Okay.
Type it's kind of cool outside.
Yeah.
So I had a sweater on. So I'm like, I was like, fuck, this is kind of like, I was nervous getting on the A train, getting up there.
You're doing crazy shit. You should be nervous. That's good.
I was really nervous in Harlem because I never been to Harlem.
Yeah.
And then I fucking where she lives at was the projects of Harlem.
Nice.
I was just like, what the fuck am I doing? What the fuck? So I take the elevator and I go all the way up there.
Yeah.
And I'm standing in front of the door that says it's supposed to be her door. And I'm just like, oh, like, what the fuck do I do? And I was just like, there's no fucking way you're backing out of this. There is no way that you spent all this time and you're not going to knock on her fucking door.
Yeah, you went too far. You've gone too far.
I gone too far.
Yeah.
Right? I knock on her fucking door and I hear somebody walk in. And I was just like, and she like looks through the peephole. Yeah. And then you can hear like the, what the fuck?
Yeah, like a 5 second, holy shit.
Yeah. So she opens the door and she's just like, how the hell did you find me? And I was just like, it's a really long story. Yeah. So we sat down in her living room and we start talking. Yeah. And I explained to her everything. I explained to her like how I felt like I didn't have enough closure. Yeah. That she didn't feel like she was blunt enough or whatever. So she explains to me in detail what she meant, like in better detail. Yeah. And basically, I was trying to take the virginity of a lesbian away.
Wow.
Yeah. So what happened was I was the very first. She's always had feelings for girls and all this other shit. I was the very first guy she's ever had feelings for. Yeah. So that's why she kind of wanted to like get rid of the virginity thing. Yeah. But like while we were trying, she felt something like, oh, okay, this isn't for me.
Oh,
right?
Oh man, so, I read that wrong, and
I'm like, what the? I was like, all right, I understand completely. I got to the point and like. And that point in deep depression where you just accept whatever.
You raped the fucking lesbian, man.
So I'm there, and we're talking about it, and I was like, okay, whatever, and then I got the closure that I needed. Basically, I'm the first guy, and then she says, she's been in love with some girl who's been her best friend for a really long time. I was just like, oh, yeah, whatever, that's cool. And she says, but the problem is that I wasn't too sure if maybe I was a lesbian or not. Because she was going through that phase. Yeah. I was like, all right, that's understandable. She's like, oh, so I tried to hook up with some random guy at a bar. Because she tried the person that she actually likes and it didn't work out. What if she tried the person she doesn't know at all? Yeah. And it didn't work. Yeah. So she's like, I know I like girls. Okay. And it's going to be really hard for me to find a guy that I like. If I do, it's weird, but she's like, but you fit. She's like, the thing is, you fit it.
You're so girly. Yeah. You're such a girl.
She's like, you fit my what would be my ideal guy.
Okay, cool.
So she's just like, I want to hang out with you. I still want to be around you so much. Yeah. So it's hard not to like. I was like, okay. Yeah. I was like, whatever. So we go to her room. She's like, this is the weirdest thing. Also, when she opened the door, she's just like, it's weird that you're coming here on these days. Right. I'm like, why? She's like, because I recently quit my job not that long ago, so I've been home all this time. My parents have left the DR like a week ago, and so there's nobody ever gonna be in the house for like maybe another month. So I was just like, what the fuck? Yeah. So like I picked like the perfect time to do it, right? So I'm sitting down in her room. Her room is like the most fucking amazing room I've ever been in. It's like about this size. It's like some tiny shit. Yeah. She has a giant dresser, right? Filled with every movie you can ever fucking think of on DVD. It's just random fucking movies. Yeah. And she talked about how she loves Terminator, like the craziest fucking assortment, like of anything, like great posters, these fantastic books behind her.
She had to be a lesbian, man.
And she had the Full Metal series behind her, too. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Shit.
So it was cool, and we were talking about how I was telling her all the movies I never seen. Yeah. I've never seen Terminator. Well, at the time, I didn't see the Terminator series, and shit like that. She says, that's crazy, we need to watch it, blah, blah, blah. And we keep going, we kept talking about it. Then she shows me this stack. And I was like, what the fuck is that? She's just like, this is every movie I've ever been to since I was like 10. Wow. She kept every ticket stub.
That's cool.
And it's like super thick.
That's
like,
awesome, yeah.
It's like a textbook thick.
Oh, man.
And she's like, look, this is all the ones. Wow. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, there was legitimately stuff from like the 90s in there, like a lot of it. I was just like, what the fuck? And she's just like, so what do you want to do? And I was just like,
fuck you. That's what you should have
said. She was just like, you want to go watch a movie? And I was just like, yeah, sure. So I check Fandango, whatever. And she's like, all right, look for this movie theater. So I look, and she's like, oh, Hansel and Gretel came out.
Yeah, Hansel and Gretel.
Hansel and Gretel
the
came
action
out.
one.
The one with Jeremy Renner or whatever.
Nobody needs to see that shit.
So she was like, you want to go watch it? Kind of looks cool. And I was like, all right. She's like, all right. So it's like, she's like, oh, it's like an hour from now. So we kept talking. And she's just like, oh, I gotta smoke. So she lights a blunt or whatever. And she starts smoking in her
amazing,
room.
Man. I'm really tight.
So she starts smoking a blunt and starts like blowing in her room or whatever. And like she does like the Febreze shit, like whatever the cleanup steps are. So we go And motherfucker, it's the darkest shit outside in Harlem.
Oh,
right?
yeah, I forgot you're in the project.
I'm in the projects of Harlem. It's darkest shit
man.
outside. We have to go through like these certain alleyways just to not like fuck around with people. The fucking Apollo Theater is in front of me.
Nice.
Like the most amazing thing. Like things I fucking watched as a kid. I was like, wow, the Apollo Theater is right in fucking front of me. So then we go watch the movie. We'll go to the movie theaters, which is like one of the best.
You know the Magic Johnson Theater?
I don't even fucking know his name.
I think that's what it is.
It's like it's still AMC. It's still the AMC theater, but it was the best theater that I've been to in a while.
Yeah.
Better than the one over here or in the city even.
Yeah.
So I was just like, all right. We go and we watch Hansel Guero. We get some curly cheese fries that they sell there too. I was like, what the fuck? And that's it. Like, we hang out and we watch the movie, and she thought it was funny. I thought it was funny, and then we just went our separate ways. And then she's just like, all right, this is my phone number now. This is still my email. I need to start learning to keep in contact with people, so we'll just keep in contact. And when I got on that train going home, I was just like, I'm never gonna fucking see this girl again. And I'm completely comfortable with it. Shit. I was like, all right, I'm perfectly fine with it. Not 3 days ago, she hits me up.
Wow.
3 fucking days ago, she hits me up.
She's like, hey.
And she's like, hey, what's up?
Time for awkward moments between us again.
So she sent me an email. She's just like, oh, I got a new phone number. Here's my phone number. Mm-hmm. I was just like, well, in case you lost mine, here's my phone number.
Yeah.
So then we've been texting back and forth. Like nothing's happening because I don't want anything to happen because
you do want something to happen.
I want to
It's just not
it's never gonna work because this is my life and it just doesn't work that way.
That's amazing.
So now it's just like whatever. Like she's not, to me in my brain is just like, oh, she's not high priority. She's just like if I want to hang out with her, maybe when I'm bored I'll do it. Yeah. But like this giant fucking story behind it was just like, what the fuck? Like
that's amazing.
And I said this. I said in the beginning that it splits into two ways. Yeah. Because when I met her, there was another girl there. Nice. Right. That other girl who I thought was kind of cute. She was. She semi knew the other girl. She didn't really know her. She just there's the same class that we had her. Yeah. That's like how we all met each other. Probably like a year. No. Fuck. That'd be more than a year ago. Like a little more than a year ago. Or whatever. I start hitting her up. Nice. And I started trying to talk her up.
Did you do the stalker?
No, she. What happened was that I had a friend in I eventually made some Haitian friend or whatever. Yeah.
Why do you have to specify Haitian? Are you
because she was bad, and it's my natural way of like my natural way of describing people through their races. Yeah. So she was like some gorgeous Haitian girl. And I see like her friends commenting and shit. Yeah. And I was like, I know that girl. And then I add her because it's the same girl. Yeah. And she's like, oh, you know her too. I was like, oh, I haven't seen you so long. And then we start talking up or whatever. The first date, I asked this girl on a date. First of all, she said it's hard to trust me because she thinks I was her second choice because of the other girl.
Why did you tell her that?
I didn't tell you shit. She came up with that shit on her own. Wow. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, no.
She's like, not at all. I don't even like this bitch.
I was like, look.
You should have OD'd on that.
I was like, listen, the story with that girl is long. You're not a second option, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, okay, whatever. It's going to be hard. And I was like, look.
Shut the fuck up.
I was like, listen, just trust me, okay? Yeah. So the first date that I went out with her was like the same month that I got my tattoo. Yeah. I remember that because the shit was still peeling. Yeah. I took her to Chipotle. First of all, this girl has the biggest titties I've seen in a while, so it was like really hard not to stare at them. Yeah. And we're talking, it's in Chipotle. I'm making her laugh. I was like, all right, this is going good or whatever. Yeah. So then we walk around Central Park because I've never been to Central Park, and that's it. We dip, we finish it, whatever. Like about almost a year later, well, actually a couple months later, I hit her up again. We start talking because I guess it deaded from there. Because she stopped talking and she started talking.
Oh, she just wasn't with it.
Yeah, she just wasn't with it. Yeah. But I didn't know. But I didn't get the hint, and she didn't. Yeah. She didn't make
the hint a lot, do you?
No, I don't.
I love that. That's great. It makes good stories.
Yeah, and then she doesn't also make it clear. So she wasn't really blunt about it. She admitted it too. She wasn't really blunt about it. Yeah. So we're talking up again, and it's getting to like, let's go out. So she's like, all right. So I took her out to watch Lawless. It was Shia LaBeouf, Tom Hardy. They were like these three brothers who were like some not cowboys, but like moonshine sellers and shit like that. It's a really good movie. So I took her out to see that, and then before that we ate Five Guys. And I remember making this.
You did eat 5 guys.
Oh, fuck. I remember making this girl laugh as much as I can, just because I like making her laugh. And her titties wouldn't stop juggling. I was like,
nice.
Fuck, like
that is motivation.
This is hard to keep track.
Yeah.
So we saw Lawless and we bounced or whatever. And then we start talking again. I was just like, yo, I need to like. I was telling her one more date. Yeah. Like, let's go out again.
Yeah. Give me a third strike.
And she was with it. She was just like, let's go or whatever. In my mind, I was like, this is technically the third date. Yeah. I gotta do something. Yeah. Right. I gotta grab a titty. I gotta do something, right?
Yeah, you better try. You gotta go for the home run because this is it.
So, we're supposed to meet up on 50th and 8th, right?
What the fuck?
And it's in front of like a CVS, and I go and I wait, and I wait, and I wait, and guess who fucking like walks up the street?
You were lying.
My fucking ex.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say the chick, the lesbian chick. I was gonna say, God damn.
Yeah. It was Halloween because it was the week of Halloween or whatever. Yeah. My ex walks up, and I haven't seen my ex like in a couple months. Yeah. And every once in a while, after we broke up, we would still hook up or whatever. So there's still even now it's still like weird tension between us. So she's walking up in a Black Widow costume. Nice. And I was just like, I told her straight up. I was just like, you're wearing that. She's like, where you go? I was like, where you going? She's like, it's a Halloween party up the block. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? Alright? She's like, if you want, you can come with. I'm like, no, I'm actually kind of like on a day or whatever. And she's just like, oh, that's cool. But I heard the jealousy in her voice. Yeah. Even though she's with somebody. I was just like, yeah, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I told her straight out, because she is like leather, like tight leather. And I told her to turn around so I could look at it. Because I've been with this girl. I was like we were engaged. So like, I fucking know her. Like,
yeah, you just be fucking up with
so I told her straight out. I told my ex straight out. If we were together, if I wasn't doing this, I would rape you right now. And she laughed and she was just like she didn't care because it's just how we are. Yeah. But she was like, oh, I gotta go, so she left or whatever. So I'm sitting there. I'm sitting at the pump, like I'm sitting on the pump.
I bet you are.
Shut up. And then and I'm waiting, and this fucking girl stands me up.
Wow.
I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, man, that's
so I walk to a bar and I get shit-faced. I'm completely by myself.
Nice.
So much so that I'm so drunk, I have no idea where the fuck I am, right? The thing I remember is walking into a Dwayne... Well, no. I was walking down the street. I was like on 57th, I think, and Lexington. Which is like...
yeah, nigga, that's far from
that's
home,
like 12... but from where I was... From 50th and 8th to Lexington and 57th, that's about like 8 city blocks. No, like 10 city blocks almost. Right? And I remember walking down there and I see a bum on the left and I felt so bad for this bum. And I just like felt like, God damn it. Like, what kind of... Like, I was just like, I gotta do something nice to counteract, like, the bitchiness this girl is. Yeah. So I went to the Dwayne Reed. I bought a sandwich, like, a giant gallon of water. And I went out and I just gave it to him. Yeah. And he's just like, thank you so much. Yeah. I was like, yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah. I'm drunk. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Don't even worry about it, friend. I do this all the time.
So I leave and I get home or whatever. Another time happens and she stands me up again.
Really? And why would you even try?
Because I'm a fucking dumbass.
Oh, man.
Then I was just like, wow, I can't believe this girl had the fucking decency to stand me up twice.
Nice.
Right? Mind you, the second time was the gap was far enough in between
for you to be dumb enough to go, oh, it's not gonna happen again.
No, it's not only that. It's because she messaged me. I just didn't want to talk to her anymore. Yeah. So she messaged me and she was saying like, I am so sorry. Yeah. You are such a great person. You did not deserve anything I did. Yeah. I'm a horrible fucking person. Blah blah. And I was just like, you were. Yeah. You were a horrible person. That was fucked up, and I know I didn't deserve that. Yeah. Yeah. Blah blah blah. So we start talking again. I was just like, I kind of want to go see you, but I'm not sure. Yeah. And she's just like, oh, don't worry, I got you. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, sure, come through. Let's do this same thing again.
And then I got stood up again. So I got stood up the second time.
So wait a minute. Where were you this time, and for how long?
Same spot.
What?
Same spot. About like I spent maybe 20 minutes there.
Oh Jesus,
right?
man, that's got a fucking
sting.
God,
yeah.
Damn. Son.
And then I was.
I'm going to her house. I'm going to her house, and I'm knocking on the door, and I'm gonna sit there for the entire time that the cumulative time you've been waiting for both dates. I'd sit in her house and uncomfortably stare at her until like, oh, this is how it felt, but like worse, and then just leave.
So then, I remember I was just like, wow, she did it again. So I went to 42nd Street. I like just walked. I just walked like 42nd Street and just like hung around and shit like that. I went to like the Disney store and shit. And then I went home. I was just, yeah, it's fine, whatever. Yeah. I went home, went to sleep. I blocked it so much from my memory.
Did you talk to her after that?
Yeah. Because I'm a dick. Right?
Oh my! Don't tell me no, but I mean, did you say, "Hey, fuck you, bye"? That's what I meant. I didn't mean talk to her.
No,
why would you talk to her?
I didn't say, "Hey, fuck you, bye."
I would have said, "Hey, fuck you, bye," and then blocked her or some shit like some internet gay shit.
Whatever. So like, I blocked it from my memory. I remember telling my friend about it because I told him that she stood me up the first time, and I told him I'm gonna go again, and he's just like, that's pretty stupid. But whatever. And then he asked me how I went. I was like, "Don't you ever fucking ask me how I went." And he still doesn't know the story because it's like that bad.
Oh man.
And then he's just like, "Oh, whatever." So then she starts like hitting me up and texting me, and I start texting her. But it's like in my mind, I'm just like, I fucking know you're gonna stand me.
Yeah.
So this time, what I did is I technically stood her up, like, but really she stood me up again.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, man.
So I told her meet me here, like a slightly different spot. And like when I went, I was just like, she's gonna stand me up immediately. Yeah. Like I was already had that in my mind when I got out my house. I was like, this bitch is gonna stand me up.
Yeah.
So I was just like, fuck it. If I'm going out there, I'm just gonna go do what I want. I'm not even gonna bother waiting for her.
Yeah.
Right. So then I go and I walk around and I go to a Chipotle's. Who another cousin of mine just so happens to be working there that day. Nice. And I ran into him. He gave me free food.
Awesome.
I was like, oh, this is nice. It's not that bad. It's not that bad of a day.
Yeah.
So I eat and I was just like, and I'm checking the time. I see that this is the time that we're supposed to meet, and the Chipotle like is like down the block, so I can see the corner we're supposed to meet at. No, she doesn't show up. I was like, of course she doesn't show up because why would she? Right. Yeah. So then This
is weird. What does she say to you? That I got you this time. This is good. It's golden, bro. What the fuck is she saying that got you thinking? Why would she?
No, like, cause I would be. I wouldn't tell her. We would make the plans. Where I was like, all right, I'm gonna see you next Sunday. Yeah. Right. She'd be like, all right, and I'd be like, so then when the days get closer, I was like, how about 8:00? Yeah. Right. The day before or the night before. I was like, all right. It's like I give her the information in pieces so she can't come up with an excuse. Yeah. So, the night before I give her like, all right, this is where we're gonna meet. Yeah. Right? And she's like, all right. And the night before. Yeah. So then the day of, like probably a couple hours, like we're hanging out at night usually. So like around the daytime, like at 12, 1 o'clock. I was like, yo, you still down? Yeah. I need to know if you're still down. She's like, yeah, totally. Okay. So that's why I guess I get hooked into it every time.
Jesus Christ, this bitch is evil.
Yeah.
Son.
So,
what did she say to you after the third? I haven't
spoken to her.
So she didn't even hit you up after that?
No, she doesn't. She knows what she did is so fucking wrong. She doesn't hit me up.
Wow, son.
Right? She doesn't hit me up. I don't text her, and she damn well knows why I don't text her.
Jesus
Christ.
Right?
So I go and like I'm at Chipotle's and I see it and I was just like, this bitch, and I get shit faced again. Like I go to a bar and fucking just get like traumatizing drunk by myself. I'm like this is the most depressing one, right? Yeah. Because this was pretty recently, probably like a month before I quit. Yeah. Right. So I went to I remember going to a bar, right, and I was just like, I want to drink until I cannot until somebody has to carry me out. Yeah. Right, because I'm like in that deep state of depression. Yeah. So I'm sitting in the middle of the bar, right. There's like obviously like it's a full night, so there's a bunch of people all around or whatever, and I'm sitting like at the bar, like in the dead middle. And I was just like, let me get a fucking huge glass of beer or blah. He's like, all right, some Irish thing, right, some real Irish bar. And I'm drinking it, and he's just like, oh, so where are you from? Because he saw that I'm by myself. Yeah. And I told him, I got stood up, blah blah blah.
Oh, he had an Irish accent.
Yeah, it was a genuine Irish.
Oh, that's awesome.
So he was telling me, he's like, where you from? I was like, oh, from Bushwick. He's like, oh, I live in Williamsburg. And
of course you do.
Yeah, I live in Williamsburg, but I'm moving to Bushwick soon.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, that's cool, whatever. Like, he's just trying to make conversation because he saw that I was, cause that's what bartenders do.
Yeah.
And it just got more and more packed, and like he started serving other people or whatever. And I was like, more beer. More beer. I was just like, also, can I get these nachos?
Yeah.
Like, and it says that you put chicken on it, and like, and cheese and chili. And like, he's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, we do. So I was just like, let me get a big plate of that.
Yeah.
Yo, I had 4 more beers, like the big fucking glasses.
Damn, nigga.
4 more beers, and I ate the whole. Like, this nacho thing is meant for like 3 or 4 people.
So you ate some really good throw up fuel?
Yeah, I ate the perfect throw up food, right? And I drank as much beer as possible that I could at the time. And I was just like, wow, this bar is so nice. I concentrated all of my eyes to the chalkboard, like, you know how they have chalkboard?
Yeah.
To what the fuck is the name of this bar so I could come back later?
Yeah.
And I wrote it down on my phone. So I'm definitely going back.
Yeah.
So then, from there, I just went home shit-faced. I don't remember getting home. Yeah. I just remember going to sleep and then feeling okay. Like, I don't give a fuck how she stood me up. I had a great drink by myself. All as depressing as that was.
Oh, good for you, girl. But damn, son, come on, that story. Oh my god, that's even better than the first one.
Yeah, I mean, because she's a bitch. That's why.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that bitch. She has some evil karma going to her. That's the only thing that you can like. Your only consolation is, I'm sure, something bad either already happened to her or something bad's gonna happen to her. Because you don't do that to somebody 3 times, nigga. God damn.
I already assumed.
Niggas hurt bitches after that, Jay. You know that, right? Like,
I don't.
Niggas will fucking do something to her because of that. That's crazy.
And
you would have to think that she, at a certain point, she was just fucking with you, like, consciously.
Yeah.
She had to be.
At some point, alright.
There had to be some sort of malice there where she's like, I'm gonna make this nigga boom.
This is what I came up with. I think that she has ex-man that she still goes to.
Okay.
That he probably treated her like shit. The same typical story. She used to like shit or whatever, but she keeps going back to him.
Yeah.
Right? So, I'm assuming the first time that she stood me up, it was...
Oh, so you made a little story in your head.
I'm assuming the first time that she stood me up, it was because I guess she felt uncomfortable with it and went straight to her man.
Yeah.
Right? And then the last time that she stood me up, she not only just stood me up, but she just like, because leading up to it, and she knows that she already apologized for fucking up the first time. She was like, all right, she knows that like I gotta do something. So she knows if she stood me up that night, that she knows I can never talk to her again. She can't talk to me, right? And that's what she did. We just don't talk to each other. Yeah. We just don't. So I'm assuming what happened is that she fucking either again got like with her ex-man, he probably said some sick shit to her, she went back to him. Yeah. Or she was genuinely like, I really am not interested in this guy. He just doesn't get the idea. He just doesn't get it. And
but that's fucking passive aggressive, nigga. That is not passive aggressive. That's like passive assault. That's passive fucking. That's horrible. Jesus Christ. Damn, son, you got some shit on you, man.
I have like
bad juju.
I have like about like 4 more stories that are just like this.
Jesus.
Yeah, this is a record of these people.
Man, I salute you, bro. Shit.
Wow.
Oh man. Are they anywhere nearly as bad as those?
Oh, one of them is the the first girl that I've ever met over the internet is like, no, she was actually the second. But I consider her the first. Yeah. She is the deep-seated she's the deep-seated cause to all my fetishes toward women, like specific, like why I love goth girls and all that other shit. She is like at the very core why I like the type of girls that I like, and why I became the person I am.
Did she turn out to be a man?
No.
Oh, that would have been amazing. But you would have had the trifecta of stories right there. You could have sold that. You could have made a book.
I could have had the bitch and the lesbian and then the man.
Yeah, like, that's it. That's a book. That's a New York bestseller right there. Jesus. Yeah, that's pretty good, man.
The other ones I'll say for another time.
All right, good.
That's long as shit.
That was awesome.
I'm standing in this booth as if I see you in front of me, cause I need you in front of me. I don't need to be in the company of people who just wanna be in pocket. cause they know what's in my pocket. I got it, a lot of riches and a lot of bitches only acknowledge the kid because they wish to be swallowing kids for a lot of the business that I could possibly provide. And I don't wanna die unless it's right by your side. By your right side or your left side, it's best I let you know that I refuse to crash like Left Eye. No disrespect, I mean only the best, but why even lie? I need you right by my side. It's the way you make me feel, babe. It's the way you make me feel, babe. So listen carefully, just I ain't a player, but I'm good at this game. Don't worry, don't worry, and I'm afraid that you will never be the same. So don't worry, but all I wanna do is tell you that I love you. When we first get a chance to be alone, when we first get a chance to be alone, when we first get a chance to be alone. If some of my statements seem asinine, it's because I spend half my time reflecting on how you've gotten into my glass mind. I only seem to think about you as the pastime, so to pass time, I just polish the glass. Why? I just wanna see you clearer, feel you nearer. This is why when I look in the mirror, I don't see nothing but what you should expect. What the fuck? This is not just the neck that I wanna get. I wanna run this shit with you. You should be the queen, the captain of the team, and you know what I mean exactly. When I lean on a mirror, look at the reflection, it's cause I can feel you in my direction. The other side looks like my mother's side. The inside, I'm so used to living in it only for a couple months as a youth. Then I exit it. Now let's get it. I ain't a player, but I'm good at this game. Don't worry, don't worry, and I'm afraid that you will never be the same. So don't worry, but all I wanna do is tell you that I love you. When we first get a chance to be alone, when we first get a chance to be alone, when we first get a chance to be alone. Now I know I probably said the same thing before. I just wanna bring you more of what's going on. I could sing you more melodies and harmonies, but instead I would rather be the heavenly armor that you would carry wherever you go. When there's people on you like marijuana smoke, you wanna get high, but the odor won't let you get by, so you just drift by. Listen and get a whiff of my cologne, it's so natural, and I have to know it's no hassle. No, it's no hassle. With a K-N, I lay in the day. Maybe the day's in, and a day's in, from looking at your eyes and a gaze at me. It's so amazing. I use words and I play them, that's what I'm saying. Maybe this conversation's a PlayStation. No more talking, vacation. I ain't a player, but I'm good at this game. Don't worry, don't worry, and I'm afraid that you will never be the same. So don't worry, but all I wanna do is tell you that I love you. When we first get a chance to be alone, when we first get a chance to be alone, when we first get a chance to be alone. I wanna tell you I love you real bad. I gotta know it's mutual, and I wanna greet you with I love you. Dead ass. Charles Hamilton. It's the way you make me feel, babe. It's the way you make me feel, babe. It's the way you make me feel, babe. So listen carefully to the sounds.
And I'm for real in the love. Can love, love, and I have to deal with emotions. When niggas act like bitches, they send them Lake Erie floating. The hood I come from raised me up to be one of the coldest. I stay out the way, get this paper, these niggas vultures. I try to stay the realest nigga I can be at all times. Nothing you can tell me, far as I'm concerned, they all lying. Everybody full of shit, so I do my own thing. Keep my circle tight, niggas scheming, I don't fuck with these lames. Long as I maintain it, nigga, I ain't complaining. I make shit happen when it's fucked up, I don't do no blaming. What's that gon' get me? Nothing. I'm trying to get me something. Helicopters flying, cause niggas dying from semi-busting. My nigga Hawk told me go in the house at 10 o'clock. He said ain't no future in these streets, dog, this shit is hot. Lot of niggas don't advance in life because they dumb as fuck. Only one thing on their mind is coming up. Down St. Clair, high as fuck, I don't care. Floating through the hood at night, crack the window, bless the air. Only puff the best of hair, take away the stress, no fear. Niggas show get messed up here. AK Smith and Wessons, yeah. Niggas learn their lesson here. I'm wiser than the rest up here. I fuck with them professors here. When OG get the message, see it. That's the type of shit that be on my mind while I be zoning, rolling, blowing, trying to piece up this reality. Ladies look at me like I could take them to they fantasy. I take him to the liquor store, tell him get some Hennessy. Then we to the crib, see what she can do with all that. If she got a cold swag, maybe I'd call back. I don't trust these hoes to set you up fast, Jack. Niggas at your head, they find out where your stash at. Best thing to do is chunk the deuce when I roll through and try to stay true, cause that's what real niggas do, bro.